There is a shift in the atmosphere. Can you feel it? Something is stirring in the spiritual realm, something set in motion long before you ever felt ready. But now, it's unfolding. Quietly, divinely, and right on time. If you've been waiting, aching, wondering if God still sees you, this message is not only your answer, it's your activation. June 29th isn't just another day, it's a divine appointment. One prepared with your name already written into it. Stay with me. Before we begin, if this speaks to your soul, share your warmest wishes with the number 777 and send this message to someone who might need to hear. Welcome. There is a divine surprise being unwrapped for you. But not the kind of surprise the world offers. Not loud, not glittery, not performative. This is a sacred unveiling. And it's been years in the making. The pain you endured, the moments you almost gave up, the nights you cried in silence, all of it was building the altar for this blessing to rest upon. You are not forgotten. In fact, you've been marked. Not with the kind of mark others can see, but one that heaven recognizes instantly. There is a frequency in your spirit, a signature God placed in your soul, and this is why you've been feeling the tremors, the tension, the anticipation, because your soul knows something is coming, something rare, something that will not just change your season, but redefine your identity. You've been prepared for this, though you might not feel ready. You've been stretched, refined, taken through detours and delays that didn't make sense. But here's the truth. The delay wasn't denial. It was design. Divine timing requires divine preparation, and your journey hasn't been random. It's been coded with meaning. Every no was really a not yet. Every closed door was heaven's hand protecting what was sacred. And now, June 29th stands like a gate, and you, chosen one, are standing at the threshold. But you must not approach this date like any other. There are moments in life when heaven leans in closer, when the veil thins and God whispers something so intimate, it rewrites your entire understanding of what you're here for. June 29th is that whisper. It is the signpost. And even though it might look ordinary on the outside, in the spirit, it's weighty. It's prophetic. And it's calling you to listen. Not with your ears, but with your heart. God is about to surprise you. And it won't look like what you imagined. Because if it did, it wouldn't be a God-sized miracle. It would be a human-sized expectation. The surprise coming to you is something that will catch your mind off guard and set your spirit ablaze. Something that will make you stop in your tracks and realize, this was for me. This had my name on it all along. But here's the key, you must stay aligned. This moment isn't about striving. It's about surrender. It's not about chasing the blessing. It's about becoming the vessel that can hold it. The more you try to force the outcome, the more resistance you'll feel. But the moment you lean back and trust, things begin to move on your behalf. This is why it's so important right now to guard your energy, to protect your peace, to cut off distractions and detox from the voices that keep pulling you away from the truth. Because God doesn't shout over noise. He moves in the silence. And what He's preparing for you, it requires your stillness, not your stress. You might have been talking too much about what you want, planning, projecting, maybe even venting. But this surprise, it doesn't need your words. It needs your obedience. Now is the time to act, not to analyze, to move, not to explain, to do, not to declare. Sometimes manifestation only activates when we stop announcing and start executing. You already know the nudge. That subtle whisper that's been asking you to make a move. Maybe it's a project you've been putting off. A phone call you've been avoiding. A habit you know you need to break. Whatever it is, It holds the key to unlocking this divine surprise. And until you move, the energy around it will begin to dissolve. Because timing is not just divine, it's delicate. Now is not the time to doubt yourself. You've come too far. You've sacrificed too much. You've walked through shadows that would have swallowed others whole. And you're still here. That's proof. Proof that you're not only worthy of this blessing, but you've earned it. Not by works, but by the way you kept your heart soft through the storm. That's what God honors. That's what God marks. You might not see it yet, but heaven is aligning something behind the scenes. Conversations are happening in rooms you haven't stepped into. Hearts are being stirred. Doors are being unlocked. And all of it is leading to a divine collision point, June 29th. Not because that day is magical, but because you are marked. And the day has been waiting for you to rise to meet it. You see, the path of the chosen one was never meant to be predictable. It was meant to shock the world. God's strategy isn't designed to impress crowds, it's designed to confound them. That's why the biggest blessings are often hidden in plain sight. You might be walking through what feels like silence or stillness right now, but that's exactly where the most powerful surprises are born, in the unseen. And this surprise is no accident. It's not a random act of grace. It's personal. It's the kind of breakthrough that has been custom crafted around your unique wounds, your silent prayers, your buried desires. You may not have even had the words to ask for it properly. But God understood. He heard the cries you never voiced. He saw the battles you fought behind closed doors. And now, He's responding, not just with comfort, but with confirmation. June 29th isn't just about something happening to you. It's about something happening in you. It's an internal upgrade, a divine switch, a remembrance of your real identity, one that the world tried to bury, one that trauma tried to distort, one that fear tried to shrink. But none of it worked, because who you are at your core is unshakable. And now, the true you is being reawakened. And let me say this clearly, this is not a coincidence. The people showing up, the ideas you're suddenly thinking, the signs you keep seeing, the patterns that are shifting, none of this is random. The shift is orchestrated. You are being summoned into divine order. The timing is not late. You didn't miss anything. You are right on track, even if your current reality tries to convince you otherwise. Sometimes we ask for signs, not realizing that we are the sign. You, chosen one, are the proof that God still does miracles. Your story, your resilience, your healing. It's about to become a signal to others that divine timing is real, that light does return after darkness, and that sudden surprises are part of the plan. But there's something you must do. You must shed. You cannot bring your old self into this new season. The version of you that over-explained, that shrank your dreams to make others comfortable, that delayed action out of fear, that version cannot receive what's coming. If you keep clinging to outdated habits, stale relationships, and worn-out thought loops, you'll sabotage your surprise before it arrives. This is the moment where you must become radically honest with yourself. What have you been tolerating that is beneath your calling? Who have you been giving energy to that is draining your spirit? What do you need to finally walk away from, not out of bitterness, but out of alignment? You don't have time for spiritual stagnation anymore. The momentum around your destiny is speeding up, and if you don't move with it, you'll feel the discomfort intensify. That unease you feel when you stay too long in places you've outgrown, that's divine friction. That's the universe trying to push you toward your appointed place. This surprise, this breakthrough, this heavenly acceleration, it requires a new you. Not a perfect you, but an obedient you. Someone who listens to the nudge instead of the noise. Someone who moves quietly and lets their results speak loudly. Someone who doesn't need external applause because they're operating from internal knowing. June 29th is going to feel like a ripple. Something is going to shift, either subtly or dramatically, and your spirit will recognize it instantly. You'll feel the alignment click. You'll feel the clarity return. You'll know that something just opened. But in order for you to walk through that opening, your hands must be free. You can't carry old baggage through this threshold. That's why these days leading up to it are crucial. This is your spiritual cleanse. Declutter your space. Detox your mind. Unfollow what drains you. Rest your body. Reset your energy. Refocus your time. All of it matters. Not because you're performing for a miracle, but because you're preparing to hold it. You're clearing space in your life for what heaven is trying to deliver. Think of it like this. If someone told you a priceless gift was arriving at your doorstep on June 29th, what would you do? You'd clean the entryway. You'd make space in your home. You'd be present to receive it. You'd open the door when it knocks. That's what this is. You're about to receive something priceless. And here's the thing no one tells you. Sometimes your biggest breakthrough comes disguised as something small. It might be a conversation, a job offer, a random email, a new connection, or a sudden inspired thought. Don't dismiss the ordinary, because hidden in it may be the extraordinary. And remember this, you don't need to chase the surprise. It's not running from you. It's running toward you. But it's coming fast, and you need to be in position to receive. This is why alignment matters more than effort right now. This is why you've been pulled away from distractions. Why doors closed without warning. Why people ghosted. Why plans fell apart. All of it was heaven repositioning you, so you'd be ready to catch what's coming. So ask yourself, am I ready? Not just ready emotionally, but spiritually, mentally, physically. Because when divine timing shows up, it doesn't knock forever. The window opens, and you must move. Your moment is approaching. You are not late. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are divinely appointed. And the surprise being prepared for you has the power to change your life in ways you've only imagined. Chosen one, listen carefully. You're not waiting on the surprise. The surprise is waiting on you to step into position. Heaven doesn't waste alignment. If you felt a sudden urge to clear your space, to go silent, to distance yourself from noise, it's because your spirit knows something sacred is coming. That itch to change isn't random. It's a divine instruction. You've already been sensing it, that strange mix of peace and urgency. The calm before the storm. But this time, it's not a storm of chaos. It's a storm of blessing. The clouds are full, and they're about to pour favor over your life. But will you be ready to receive it? There's a reason you've been pulled inward. You're not being isolated, you're being insulated, shielded from the distractions and delays that once kept you circling the same mountains. Because when this surprise arrives, you'll need clarity. You'll need readiness. You'll need the strength to say yes without hesitation. It's coming in a way you won't expect, maybe small, maybe disguised, but it will carry the weight of destiny. And you'll know it. Not with your mind, but with your gut. You'll feel the inner yes before your brain can catch up. So don't ignore the call to prepare. Clean out what's stale. In your home, in your energy, in your thoughts. Don't delay on the small nudges. They are instructions wrapped in whispers. June 29th isn't just a date. It's a divine doorway. And what's on the other side is breakthrough. Not just for your benefit, but for the purpose you carry. You're not meant to chase what's already written. You're meant to meet it fully present, fully whole, fully willing. The countdown is real. Stay focused. Stay ready. Sometimes, right before everything changes, nothing seems to move at all. It's as if time slows down and the world goes quiet, making you question if you misheard God, if maybe the promise was a dream. But it's not a dream. It's a setup. The silence is not absence, it's alignment. The divine surprise that's arriving isn't just about an external blessing. It's an activation. Something deep in you is about to click. A door within you is about to open. A realization, a shift in thinking, a level of faith you didn't know you could carry. And once it opens, your outer world will respond. Instantly, authentically, powerfully. You will no longer feel the urge to explain yourself to people who weren't assigned to understand you. You'll stop shrinking in rooms that can't contain your purpose. And you'll begin speaking with the clarity of someone who has seen, who has known, who has been called. This surprise coming to you on June 29th isn't just a gift, it's a signal. A signal to take off the garments of delay, of fear, of second-guessing. You've worn hesitation long enough. Now it's time to wear conviction. And here's the truth. It's not just coming to bless you, it's coming to wake up the leader in you. The teacher, the creator, the healer, the builder, the one the world has been waiting on. Because what's coming isn't small. It's strategic. It's meant to position you in such a way that you can no longer doubt the hand of God over your life. So this is your moment to erase every voice of limitation, including your own. Erase the timelines you thought you missed. Erase the shame of your detours. Erase the disbelief that tried to settle into your spirit. You are not late. You are precisely on time. And that big surprise? It's already wrapped in divine timing. It's racing toward you at the speed of your alignment. All you need to do is stay in position. Stay expectant. Stay grounded in truth. Because when June 29th arrives, so will your confirmation. And you'll smile, not in shock, but in recognition. Because something in you already knew. You are ready. You are chosen. You are prepared for this. And now, it's here.